Welcome class to a short video with regards to the next version of Alien Invasion, which is pages 246 through 253, and that is shooting bullets. So we're going to create a brand new file in this version, and it's a bullet.py, and so you're going to have your settings file, your bullet file, your Alien Invasion file. There's no updates to ship, that's why it's not listed in that bullet there. And so what I'm going to do is show you the functionality, and then I'm going to go through each individual page if necessary and show you in the code that perhaps if you receive this kind of error, this is where you need to look. So the functionality is pretty straightforward. You're still going to be able to move your ship to the left and the right, and now you'll be able to shoot bullets on the screen. So if I go quickly, I see that I only get 3 because I'm constantly hitting my space bar here. And based on your resolution, it's going to be dependent upon how well you're going to see just the 3. But I'm just constantly hitting here. And that 3 is noted in the settings file. So if you want to update that, you certainly can. So bullets allowed here is set at 3. If you want to update your bullet width, you can. When I test, I tend to update things here in the settings file, just so that I can make the testing process a little easier. So when we get aliens on the screen, sometimes I set my bullet width to be 300, to be honest, because I test multiple ones. So you can mess around with those settings. I don't mind that when I receive them as submissions that those settings are changed. So you can go ahead and play around with those. So let's just look at page 247. So 247 in bullet. Again, this is a brand new file, and just a reminder that since it's a brand new file, you want to put your name and the date at the top. And so if you do receive a pygame.surface error, it's simply because of this line right here. So I'm going to put a hashtag here, and I'm going to say pygame.surface error. Okay, so make sure that you have your lines here, self.screen, and it corresponds to AI_game.screen, and then self settings corresponds to AI_game.settings. Sometimes students will merge these two lines together, and so just make sure they're 2 separate lines. Again, make sure as you're reading and are entering code that you're reading through the author's explanation and adding your own code comments in as well. I have nothing noted on page 248. Page 249, the fire bullet function inside of Alien Invasion. I have a note here that if you have no bullets, it might be because you have this as a lowercase b. This corresponds to the class name that is specified here in bullet. So since this is an uppercase B, this needs to be an uppercase B as well. Okay, so that's if no bullets. So I'll put a little comment in here. If no bullets. Okay, look there. Also, if you have no bullets, you can look inside of update screen. So the 4 structure right here. So this is another one, if no bullets. So you're not going to receive errors on these 2, but you'll have no bullets on the screen. Okay, nothing on page 250. Page 251, I have a couple notes here. This line on page 251, which is the print statement, once you get the bullets working, please comment that out. And the reason I want you to comment it out is because it slows down the processing of your file. And so, because it has to print to the screen every time a bullet is hit. So, of course, it's going to slow it down. Just make sure that your, let's see here, I have a comment. If bullets are slow, this is repeated in update screen. So this, there's a line on page 251 that says self._update_screen. And then I just have a note next to it that says, if bullets are slow, this is also coded in this function here as well. Okay, so you have it repeated twice. Again, in the settings file, you're welcome to mess around with any of these settings. You can mess around with the bullet color, whatever works for you. If you have unlimited bullets, okay, that means you're missing the entire page of 252. Okay, so make sure that you refactor the code on page 252. So in Alien Invasion in Firebullet, you want to make sure that you have the if test and the 2 lines that are following it are indented. And then we have update bullets. You are essentially going to, this right here was code that was part of run game. So it initially was up here after the while true, which is noted on page 251. And now you're going to move it into a function. Okay, so make sure you refactor the code there, and then make sure you update the while true here to be update bullets. Okay. If only 3 bullets shoot, it's this line that is causing the problem. So you may have left that line to read if our self.bullets.update, which is on page 251, and didn't refactor it to now mention the newly created function on the middle of page 252. Okay, so if only 3 bullets shoot, you want to look this page over again. If you have any questions, you need help in the debugging, you just need to let me know. Send me a zip file with all of your files, so you would need all 4 of your files, and I appreciate you sending along the images folder as well. Thank you.